Alright boys, welcome back once again to another video. How you guys doing? Guys, today I'm actually going to be bringing you all a guide specifically for my solo players. Have you guys ever wanted to get your hands on some of the raid gear within Destiny, whether this be weapons, whether this be armor, or maybe it's even mods that you can find within the raid itself, but you have difficulty with either not having time to raid, or you don't know enough people for a fire team, or you just genuinely don't want to play with other people, but you still want to be able to get at least a little bit of raid gear? Well, in today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys a way to get 5 chests and up to 6 if you have at least one other person within the Last Wish raid, and every single one of these chests will grant you either an armor piece, a weapon, or a mod. It is a very, very good thing that you should be doing every single week if you're not already doing it. Even I do it, and Last Wish is my favorite raid of all time. I have plenty of people to be able to run this raid with, but sometimes I just don't feel like doing it, but I want my chances at a God Rolled weapon, and I might not have much to do at the moment anyways. So I'm gonna go ahead and load into the Last Wish, and I'm gonna be showing you guys exactly how you can take advantage of getting 6 chests every single week by using the wish wall. Don't crush me. Don't crush me. Don't. Can this actually kill me? Oh, I become one with the wall. That's not good. Could you open? Did I just lock myself out of the raid? No, okay, I'm good. So for those of you guys that might be pretty new to Destiny, as I know a lot of you guys that watch my channel are, raids within Destiny have these things called secret chests or just regular raid chests. Now these chests are spread throughout the raid, in between activities, whether it be after a boss fight, before one, during a jumping puzzle, or anything like that, and you're always able to get loot from these raid chests. Well, Last Wish has a very cool mechanic that no other raid really has, which is called the wish wall, and that's basically where I'm going right now to show you guys what it looks like. And it's basically a way for you to input specific codes onto this wall, which will then teleport you to different areas in the raid for you to actually get these chests. It's actually a built-in feature within the game. So we're able to actually input these codes into the wish wall, and then it's going to teleport us into different areas of the raid without actually having to do specific activities like we would normally need a full fire team for. Now you're able to get 5 chests by using the wish wall every single week if you're completely solo, and 6 if you have at least one other person, and I highly suggest at least finding one other person, because you could get a really good weapon or a really good armor piece or a mod from that final chest, and you'll never know unless you get it. Now this right here is the wish wall. The way that it works is that you implement specific codes onto this wall, you step onto this plate, and depending on what code you entered, something will happen, whether that be teleporting you to a different area or something like changing the announcer that speaks over the course of the raid. The wish wall is a pretty cool thing. So this first code that I'm going to be showing you guys is actually going to be allowing us to get to a specific part of the raid to which we can backtrack a bit and grab the chest no problem on all characters. Doesn't matter if you're a warlock, hunter, or titan, this chest is extremely easy to get, so I'm about to go ahead and show you guys the code that you put on this wall. Alright, so that took quite a bit of time, sort of because I ran out of ammo midway through and had to kill myself and swap weapons, but this is the combination of icons that you are looking for. You want to have 3 of these backward looking bird boys on the top, then you want to have the 8 snakes right there, the downward snakes on the side, the big wing birds going across like that, and the downward birds going across like that, with the infinity snakes in the middle. Now it does not matter in what order you do, like shoot these in, as in like, shoot this one first, then shoot that one and that one, as long as these are the icons and they are in this specific like order or this specific orientation on the wish wall, you are good to go. Make sure that this one is empty, and then walk right onto this platform, and here we are. We just skipped the first boss fight, which is Callie, and then we have the Shuro Chi fight, which is actually inside of that door, and we're gonna spawn right here. Now as soon as you do spawn here, you want to go ahead and turn around and run straight for this rock. You're actually going to be able to climb onto this rock and back down this bridge, which is the normal area at which you would be running to get to this destination. But of course, what we're going to be doing is we are going to be doing a bit of backtracking so that we can get to the first chest. Now, do keep in mind, it doesn't really matter what class you're playing on. You can get this chest on Hunter, Titan. You're not going to have any kind of, differences between the difficulty to get over to this bridge. You don't have to have a specific mobility or exotics or anything, any kind of weapons to swing over here. Does not matter what class you're playing. You just want to do exactly what I'm doing regardless of the class and run on that bottom part of the bridge onto this little land area and then back over to the bottom part of the bridge. Once you're at this point, you just want to go and jump over this gap, and then the hidden chest is going to be right down there where you see me looking, right at that little rock area. So we're just going to go ahead and jump and then hover our way down to the secret chest, which can be found here. Now, I'm not going to get any loot from this because I've already gotten it this week. Of course, you can only do this once per week per character, which means that you can get this chest 3 times a week specifically. Now, I'm just going to go ahead and show a little bit of footage of me doing this with a friend of mine, and I highly suggest that if you do have at least one friend, it's best to do this with one other person. That way you can spawn back into this area without having to log on to another character and re-enter the wish onto the wish wall, and you and him can just cycle between, hosting this area and then backing out and getting this chest on all of your characters. As you'll see via the footage, you'll see that I get, some armor or weapons or anything like that, just the normal stuff that you can get from this. And to my knowledge, every single armor, weapon, and mod that can be earned from this raid can also be earned from this chest, aside from the, 1000 voices, which of course is a boss drop from Riven herself. So now that we have this first chest area established, let's go ahead and move on to the second one, which is a bit tricky, but it's honestly pretty easy at the end of the day, especially if you're on a warlock. Alright, so this is the wish that you want to enter onto the wall to get your next chest. It's pretty simple. Infinity snakes on the outer edges. You also want to have the fire dragons and the spear dragons, and then the big wing birds with the bird looking to the left in the center upper area. And then of course you want to have these empty and then step onto the plate. Okay, so here we are now at the Morgoth fight, which is after the Shuro Chi fight from, the previous chest way back there near the bridge. Now, this one is going to require a bit more from you as a player if you want to get this chest each and every single week. Now, it's the easiest to do on a warlock. All you have to do is grab Dawnblade and get this upper tree right here. And what you want to do is place down a rally banner, which these can be gotten most easily from Hawthorne and the Tower, I believe just for like legendary shards or with Glimmer. And you want to get your super. Now, you're basically going to be backtracking from the Morgoth fight all the way back here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to jump and glide a little bit, and after a little bit of time, whenever I start falling, I'm going to go ahead and pop my super. Now, once I've popped my super, I can then go ahead and dash forward using my C key. This might be different depending on if you're on console or PC, depends on what your keybind is, but there is an ability to dash in the air with this super, and all you have to do is just dash forward and you are here. As you saw whenever I was first beginning my trek, it had that turn back. You might want to be a bit careful whether you're too high or too low, you may experience that, and then you can get across just fine. Now, I'm going to explain how you can get this on your Hunter in a bit, but I want to go ahead and showcase to you guys how you can get across this gap on your Titan. So of course it's super easy on the Warlock, it is really easy on the Titan, but you do need to have the Lion Rampants. Now the Lion Rampants are these exotic leggings that you can get for the Titan that basically allow you to infinitely fly through the air by swinging a sword and by bursting your jump at a specific time. Basically all you pretty much do is you jump, burst, swing, and then burst again, swing, and burst again. Just make sure that you're timing it correctly so that it's not too close to the last swing and you can make it across easily. Make sure that you also use the rally banner so that you do have some actual ammo in your sword to then swing across. Now that's the Warlock and that is the Titan. I'm gonna go and showcase you guys where this chest is once you are across the bridge, and then I'll showcase you guys how you can get this on your Hunter if you do have a friend that is with you. So basically all you're gonna do is you're just gonna run through this little rocky area right here, turn this way, and you're gonna see this tree. Just climb onto this tree, and then way back here once you get onto this little cliff area is going to be the actual chest. And of course, just like the last chest, I have already gotten it on this character, so I will get no loot, but I will showcase you guys a bit of gameplay just to go ahead and showcase to you all what it looks like if you haven't gotten it this week. Now, once you have gotten this chest, I'm going to go ahead and showcase you guys how you can get it on your hunter. So there's the chest right there. Let's go ahead and do a bit more backtracking so that we can get this on our hunter character. Now, you are going to need at least one other person with you to allow you to do this. This whole guide is basically made a lot easier if you at least have one other person with you, but it is possible every single week to get 5 of these chests completely solo, and having one other friend there just makes it a bit faster, and it also allows you to get the 6th one. So just go in the area that I'm going right here. We're just going to backtrack a bit, and then whenever we reach a area or a room, and I believe it's going to be called the first spire, once we are in that area, we have officially loaded into a new zone. Now what this means that if you are trying to get this on your hunter, basically just have your friend go to the first spire like I'm at, and then once you are on your hunter, join in on your friend at this point. You will then spawn inside of this room, and then you can run all the way back and then grab the chest on your hunter, netting you your 6th last wish chest for the week. Now, like I said, having a friend makes it a lot easier, but it is not needed. You will get 1 extra chest at the end of the day if you do have that friend, and if not, then that is just fine. You can get 5 of these every single week, and you can of course get some of the best mods in the game, like Taken Barrier, as well as Taken Armaments, and some really good weapons like Nature of the Beast, Tyranny of Heaven, and everything like that. So I hope that this guide helped you guys out, especially if you guys are newer players to the game, and you have been needing a bit of help with getting, I don't know, maybe some really good gear, or maybe you just want raid gear for the fact that it's just raid gear. And I can definitely understand that if you really don't have time to raid or know enough people to do so. So that's a pretty easy way to actually get raid gear from Last Wish without actually having to do the activities. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments down below of this guide, as personally this is something that I have been taking advantage of pretty much every single week for the past month now. And even though I do raid in Last Wish, I do definitely like to grab these chests just to make sure that I have my loot for the week, as I'm actually currently trying to get the Taken Barrier mod. But yeah guys, that's it for me. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys did enjoy, and I'll see you all next time.